All right, boys. Another day, another cut content from AniNews. I'm sad, y'all. This is the last ReZero cut content from AniNews for 2 months about. Yo, this break, bro. This break is like crazy, bro. This about to be a long ass break. But anyway, today we have, did Subaru get his memories back? No. No, but I've got a word, and I've definitely seen some clips where people actually think he did. And then I look back at the episode and I'm like, damn, if you really think about it, it does look like it. Like if you don't like, do extra homework, right? Like you'd be watching cut content break time and talking with chat and all that shit, all that extra shit. If you're just an anime only watching that shit with no context and you see like the memories, right? Going and then he goes in and then he goes, I'm back. It does look like it, I guess. But no, he does not have his memories back, bro. Alright, let's go.
No. Subaru did not in fact get his memories back here.
Yo, he did this. Yo, he just did the same shit, bro. I was like, I read that. I'm like, no, yeah, no. And even Andy was like, no, guys, no, he didn't.
No. Subaru did not in fact get his memories back here.
Oh man.
I'm sure that answers the question a lot of you were wondering, but now that you're here, you might as well stick around and see all the other details left out from this episode.
Sure.
From Emilia's REM moment to Subaru's emotional climax, there's a lot to talk about that makes this episode one of ReZero's best. I'm still a firm believer episode 18 is yet to be topped, but the emotional payoff that came with Subaru's resolve to be who he needs to be was incredible.
Okay, so he's the interesting. He's the believer that From Zero is still top one. I low-key might need to rewatch From Zero. Cause I have season 4, episode 11 at like this episode at like the number 1 right now. Maybe if I rewatch From Zero, because it's been a while. But I remember like right now from how I remember it, it's number 2. But hey, listen, your AniNews based opinion?
Payoff that came with Subaru's resolve to be who he needs to be was incredible. So, if you want to see how the novel beautifully portrayed Subaru becoming Subaru, stick around as we'll cover all that and more.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Let's go.
Episode 77, ReZero, Life Starts in Another World.
What a title.
Covering chapters 5 and 6 from volume 23 of the light novel. While Subaru's primary goal was to read everyone else's Book of the Dead, the Subaru of now was well aware doing so required much more of a plan. The easiest target was of course the one unable to fight back, but no matter how Meili pushed to go for her, she was nowhere near the top of his target list. The others required catching them by surprise, so while a plan like this was still far from complete, right now he was focused on another goal, figuring out why Meili's body was never found.
Yeah, it was never found because Shala was like, Master, I got you. I'ma eat it. Nah, I don't know if she ate it. Maybe she hid it somewhere else. I don't know. I would like to believe she ate it. So I guess like Shala's not a vegetarian. But I mean, that's pretty much probably what happened now.
Subaru had fully intended to come clean over what he'd done, but with no evidence tying him to the crime, that resolve to confess slowly withered. Now he was more concerned with making sure the body was never found. It was a decision he wasn't entirely happy to be making, but with Emilia fully intent on finding Meili no matter what, Subaru knew he'd never have peace of mind until Meili's corpse was gone completely. And without peace of mind, Subaru's plans of securing a future for himself would never be achieved. So his plan right now was to find the body, bring it out to the desert, and bury it.
He was finna go out there and bury it, bro. You know what I said? I said, what the fuck did I say? Was it episode 10? I said, yo, go out there, go to the balcony and throw it off the throw it off the balcony, bro. I mean, I don't know. But if he was just gonna bury it, I guess, bro.
Well, as we saw, Subaru would fall for the oldest trick in the book, returning to the scene of the crime, assuming what everyone said at dinner was the truth. Turns out it was all just a trap, an elaborate bait starting with Emilia. She was the person Subaru fully thought was the easiest to trick, but in actuality, she was the one who saw through his performance first.
Oh, she was the first one. Oh, that's a nice little detail right there. She was actually like the first one. Like that's true love right there. Wait, that's actually true love. No, that's actual like love right there, y'all. Yo, I'm tired of this. Like, dude, what is this fucking agenda that like Emilia doesn't like love Subaru or like she doesn't have like the development? Have y'all seen that shit? Like, motherfuckers have said that shit, bro. And it low-key blows my fucking mind, bro. We just had an episode where it literally like proves that wrong. And literally ANU said, like, here, like at the cut content, like she like literally like she was the first one. Like she literally like noticed. Like she noticed instantly. Probably Rent fans or LARPers, I guess, bro. Like, damn, bro. Bro, if it's Rent fans, yo, guys, yo, Rent fans, man, yo. I love y'all, bro. But let it go. Yo, I was like a pure Rem Glazer. Y'all remember season 1? If y'all go back to my season 1 reactions, bro, Rem Glazer. But man, like, like man, bro. But nah, I think like that Emilia agenda of like her like not having any like romantic development and not loving Subaru is fucking crazy to me. That will always be insane to me. Subaru X happiness. You know what? I like that one, bro.
Was the easiest to trick, but in actuality, she was the one who saw through his performance first. So, Subaru hadn't been able to play Subaru well enough, and the idea of not being able to be even himself really got to him.
Yeah, Subaru low-key sucks at LARPing himself. But it's not even his fault. It's just like he can't LARP himself because he's trying to LARP a version of himself that he doesn't even believe in, that he doesn't even think it's like actually like fucking real. Like it's an unreal version. Like he thinks he's running to the core. He like hates himself, bro. He would never believe that this other Subaru would like put his life on the line and be the greatest of all time, bro. Like
now his thoughts reverted back to violence, fully intending to do to Ram what he had done to Meili.
Oh.
It was no difference to him whether his victim count was 1 or 2, and part of who he was now a professional killer. So, with Meili pointing out the weakness that was the imbalance on Ram's left leg, Subaru felt fully confident that with a seasoned veteran guiding him, he could easily kill Ram. Unfortunately, Emilia would jump in to stop that, leaving Subaru's fate completely in her hands.
Even if Emilia didn't do shit here, I feel like Ram would have just like how did that gone, bro? If Emilia wasn't there. Ram would have fucking weaved and like used her whim magic or some shit and just sliced him up or something, bro. Bro, or like she like weaves and just pulls out the fucking wand and just like cooks him, bro. Like, like listen, bro. Like, I don't know about actual Subaru, like old Baru, but new Baru, bro, you were cooked from the beginning, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, maybe like, I mean, we saw like a little bit of like what's possible with old Baru, because in the cave he used invisible providence, bro. Yo, he used the unseen hand and punched the fuck out of her. Like, he low-key cooked. He was cooking. But nah, new Baru has nothing, man. He would have gotten, bro. Oof.
It was here that Subaru would ask what it was that gave him away, wondering why, if Emilia knew, why did she still put her hopes into him anyway? Subaru wanted to know what it was that differentiated the old him and the new him, but the only answer he got was that what exposed him then was the same thing exposing him now.
Bro. Damn, that's way more context to Emilia, bro. Holy shit. Like, she dead ass just was the first one, like, she noticed pretty much, like, instantly, I guess. Damn, that's some cut dialogue right there. That's fucking insane.
The only answer he got was that what exposed him then was the same thing exposing him now.
Oh.
Now, as for why it was only Ram and Emilia here, well, with Emilia not knowing how the others might react, she had asked Beatrice to keep Julius and Eridina distracted. When Ram suggested that Subaru could very well be Capella, the part of him that was Meili twinged from the terror she'd previously experienced from her.
So you know what's funny about this? For some reason, I think in the reaction, what the fuck did I say? I said Rui. Me personally, when Ram mentioned Sin Archbishop that like transforms, I was like, oh, talk about Rui, yeah, Gluttony. But that's just because we're talking about Gluttony and we know about like Gluttony being here. Like Ram is thinking about Capella. Like it took me a long ass time to realize like, yo, wait, she's talking about Capella, right? She does about Capella, bro. Like, Rui popped in for like a couple of like seconds, bro. At the season finale, like, yeah, that makes way more sense, bro.
The part of him that was Meili twinged from the terror she'd previously experienced from her. The way she manipulated her life brought with it a terrible feeling Subaru unfortunately briefly experienced himself.
Mm.
That was the person Ram convinced herself she was dealing with, as it was the only believable solution given the circumstances. The excuse of lost memories was unacceptable, leading Ram to the aggressive action we saw in the anime.
Yeah. The Ram hate stocks are going up. Yo, y'all seen this shit everywhere, right? My girl getting, yo, it's not insane. Some of the hate is not even like that crazy, I guess. Cause like if you look at what she's doing, I guess, bro. But like at the same time, you gotta like kind of understand, she's just the thing about Ram is that like she's very like sometimes she acts way too quick, I guess. That's her fucking issue. Like literally like this entire situation like could have been different. Emilia's like, yo, Ram, chill. Like, we were just gonna see like what's going on, like with Subaru, and she's like, nah, get the fuck out of the way, and literally throws Emilia. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And y'all know I love Ram. It's kind of hard to defend her there, I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, it's like I can't kind of defend her because we going through a very stressful, crazy situation right now, especially with the Ram thing. So, at the end of the day, it's like yes and no. Like yes, Ram, I can defend you, and at the same time, no. It's kind of a little different there, but hey, man, yeah, I still like Ram, bro. Some people say otherwise, definitely.
Leading Ram to the aggressive action we saw in the anime. Her expression did look more on the pain side though, her eyes literally on the verge of tears as she questioned for answers. Subaru didn't know what to say that would help either her or him, but what he wondered instead was if perhaps the other Subaru knew. Would the Subaru they knew have been able to find the words which would have prevented this girl from crying?
Probably. Actually, probably. Yeah, probably.
It was then that Ram would knock Subaru unconscious, the aftermath of which was different in the novels. You see, where in the anime Emilia's cage was broken, in the novel Subaru managed to slip out by dislocating his shoulder.
Yes. Ekinut, right? Ekinut mentioned that. I think I saw a comment about it too. The dislocate, like he like dislocated the shoulder and then like Reid popped it in. Like that's still so confusing to be like, why did he do that?
The cage was still there, fully intact, indicating Emilia and Ram probably just left him here.
Okay.
So, whoever took over his body dislocated his shoulder in order to fit through the gaps, then for some reason left behind all these ominous messages. It was a weird situation to awake to that filled Subaru with so many questions. The final one was, why had he not been able to—
Hold on. Skulltron's not intellectual? Bro, I am not intellectual until... Yo, you got the wrong idea, bro. What we got here? Wait. Why was Subaru was here, written everywhere? Why were Emilia and Ram not there? Why did he have lost memory? Why have someone told up? Jesus Christ, yeah, it's just fucking every question that it's just every question.
The final one was, why had he not been able to tell his parents the truth? A clear underlying guilt that helps establish the regrets of who Subaru is now. That we'll see more of in just a bit, but for here when Reid showed up unexpectedly, the first thing he'd do was spew a few insults, then pop Subaru's dislocated shoulder back in. As for how Reid was able to walk around like this, it wasn't wrong for Subaru to assume that he couldn't. It's just whatever bound that assumption wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, and apparently we'll get that answer in Core 2. I cannot say it's a spoiler, apparently. It's a spoiler, apparently. I low-key thought it was just like some shit that we didn't get an answer to, but apparently we will, so see y'all in 2 months, I guess.
That by itself was a very vague statement, but from the way Reid said it, I assumed the rules that limited him to the second floor were no longer in place. How those rules disappeared I couldn't tell you, but now that Reid was out, he was looking for someone. Specifically Shala, because before leaving the tower, he wanted to have food, water, alcohol, and a woman with him. Interesting.
priorities, guys. Priorities. Okay. You know, if we, if we leave at the tower, bro, we need food, water, some alcohol, and then a whole ass woman, man. You know what I mean? Okay.
Interestingly enough, though, despite Subaru asking even more questions than what we saw in the anime, Reid's complaints back couldn't even be described as annoyance. For Reid to be annoyed, he first had to feel annoyed at something, but with Subaru's existence not even registering in Reid's mind, that feeling was never there to begin with.
That was crazy.
As for the he was referring to at the end of their interaction, there was no indication whether he was referring to Julius or someone else.
So, wait a damn minute. No, it's because like the subs are different for like the freaking episode that we fucking use. God damn it! I'm like tweaking out right here because there was a sub that like he like mentioned like you're finally here or something along the lines, right? And I was like, yo, is he talking about Satella, right? It's a completely different line, bro, because it is crunchy. If we're talking crunchy, bro, I ain't gonna lie, crunchy is just like different, man. Like,
no indication whether he was referring to Julius or someone else. That said, with Julius being the one he wanted to take care of, Reid would spew one last insult before joining Julius. The title of weakling wasn't one he was giving to Julius, but rather Subaru, since there Julius was fighting for his life, yet Subaru was cowering above doing nothing.
yeah.
Excuses were the only thing they were good at, since in situations like these, excuses were the only things they could muster.
Well, I guess you could call it an excuse, but what the fuck do you want him to do? Yeah, I guess it is it really an excuse, bro? Like, I got no powers. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Go in there? Put my hands up? Yeah, let me just fight the Hungry Horse King with no powers. I got it, bro. Like, what? But that's just Reid, man. And also, I'm gonna just keep calling him Reid, bro. Reid sounds like Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know if they really keep calling him Reid, but he wants Subaru to throw hands? Like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, bro, even with old Baru, bro, even our Subaru is not throwing hands with the Hungry Horse King. The fuck do you want him to do against that, bro?
Muster. Now, it's here we get quite a bit.
I mean, he was cooking in the cut content. Y'all remember? Like, he was dodging and weaving. I do remember that in like the cut content from like episode 3, but like actually killing him, like killing the hungry or like them, right? Because it's like multiple, it's an entity, not like not just like one, bro. Like, what do you want to do?
Now, it's here we get quite a bit more behind Julius and Reid's interaction with each other, including a bold quote hammering home who Reid was.
Oh.
After Julius asked the basic question of why Reid was here, Reid would answer by saying he and everyone else needed to focus on the more important questions. Questions like what's the best trick to being popular with the ladies, what's the best brand of booze, and finally, why was he so strong?
Out of all these, maybe out of all these, how are you so strong, Reid, bro? What's your training routine? That's actually kind of like my main question.
What's the best brand of booze, and finally, why was he so strong? Well, the answer to the first was looks. The second, a liquor called Gramhild. Then the reason Reid was the strongest in the world was because he was him.
You know, sure. That's an answer. Why are you the strongest, bro? Why are you so strong? I'm him. Okay. Alright. Sure. I guess that fucking works.
He confidently declared so, all while easily dismantling the entire body of one of the centaurs. You'd think the wooden chopsticks he was using would have caught fire on the centaur's flames, but Reid was moving them so fast that they didn't have the chance to catch fire. Reid's true objective was Julius, though, saying whatever was necessary to get him to engage. To Julius, fighting Reid was ridiculous, though, since with mob beasts coming out of nowhere and the tower's state quickly deteriorating, he would suggest the two join forces and fight together.
Let me guess what he said. He said, fuck no. Trial right now. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Well, to Reid, the mob beasts were less annoying than Rain, since where the Rain was at least effective in messing up his hair a bit, the mob beasts posed literally zero threat to him at all.
The Rain is actually way more annoying because it fucks up his hair. But the Hungry Horse Kings are like enough. That is so fucking crazy. This guy is an oral farmer. No, this guy is actually just flexing.
zero threat to him at all. It was the irrational logic only someone as powerful as him could have.
I'm done.
Julius's exposure to it would finally bring out the emotion Reid was looking for, leading Reid to strike him first. Both still had to deal with the mobbies that were hunting them, yet one was focused on their target while the other simply on surviving. It was a grim situation turned even more grim when Reid managed to land a kick on Julius. This gave the mobbies the opportunity to take him out now, forcing Julius to put everything he had into evading. The thing is, even now, Reid could tell Julius wasn't getting serious, and that to Reid was unacceptable.
Bro, what the fuck? What do you want him to do? Bro, this literally, like, bro, with Subaru and Julius, with Reid, bro, it's like, what do you want him to do? Bro, we're so cooked, man.
So, Reid would send flying the dozen centaurs that were chasing Julius, chopping them up to bits all in a span of 2 seconds.
Yep.
Now the two could focus only on each other, but if Julius wasn't gonna provide the entertainment Reid was looking for, Reid was ready to just leave. As far as he was concerned, everyone except for Emilia was boring. For Subaru...
Oh, what? Everyone except for Emilia is boring. With the sole exception of Emilia, just Emilia. That's crazy. Dude, bro, bro, that's crazy. And all because she won with titties. Alright, fair, I guess. That's fair.
Everyone except for Emilia was boring. For Subaru, who was watching all this, Subaru now knew that even if he did sneak up on Julius, never would he be able to beat him.
Well, of course.
He understood now that reading Julius's Book of the Dead was impossible. That's when Melee would step in to say this was the perfect opportunity to do so, since with more mobbies spawning from below Julius, all Subaru had to do was nothing.
Yeah.
As much as this was the best chance to let Julius die though, as we saw, Subaru couldn't help but try to prevent that. It was then that Julius would entrust Subaru with some responsibility, leading to his encounter with Beatrice and Aridina.
Yep, because Subaru is deep down like a good person. So since he's bro, deep down he was a good person, and he literally just fought like the devil on his shoulder, pretty much. Like Melee was just like saying like, "Yo, let him die, and you can read the Book of the Dead." Bro was like, "Fuck no, Subaru behind you," and yep, and that's where it was entrusted Anastasia and freaking Aridina, and that's just, hey man, that's why I used to go, bro.
Aridina would be on the defensive the moment she saw him, pointing her finger straight to Subaru's head. It gave Subaru the feeling that she was pointing a gun at him.
Whoa, what? Excuse me? Well, that's different. Pointing a gun?
Feeling that she was pointing a gun at him. Beatrice would of course step forward to protect him, but with Subaru now fed up at pretty much everything, he would move her aside and declare the tower done for.
Holy shit.
Aridina would interpret this as Subaru already having achieved his goals, leading her to believe his objective was the witch. That's right, whatever the group found while Subaru was out, apparently it was related to a witch in a shrine of sorts.
Huh? Whoa. Yo, whoa. Whoa. What? Don't play dumb, your goal is the witch in the shrine? Wait, this is interesting. We talk about Tella right now? Wait, what? That's crazy.
It was the witch. That's right. Whatever the group found while Subaru was out, apparently it was related to a witch in a shrine of sorts. Subaru's attitude had changed the moment the witch was free, so it made sense to assume that that was all he had come for.
Huh.
Of course, Subaru had no idea what she was talking about, so again Subaru would reiterate this world was doomed. Not only that, he blamed his current circumstances solely on himself.
I'm so confused right now. Yeah, good question. How would they know? This is weird. What kind of weird cut content? This is weird. Yeah, this is completely cut. We're just... Don't play dumb. Your goal was to wish in the shrine. To be fair, Aridina did say this. Aridina's always been sus. Even though we saw the break time, so I guess like her case like technically got better. But this is interesting. That in the novel, she mentioned that his goal was the witch and the shrine. But like, what exactly does the goal entail? Like, yes, the wish in the shrine, but like, what does the goal entail? Like, free her, gold her, like let her destroy the tower like she did. Like, what is she exactly talking about? Again, it's just I don't even know why I'm trying to make sense out of this, bro. Because it's just like ReZero being vague as fuck. But that's interesting that like Tello was mentioned, bro.
Stances solely on himself. Because he hated himself, the mask he forced himself to wear, and the problems he caused his parents. The reason Subaru was out the night he was transported was because he preferred to be anywhere but home. That's why Subaru believed this to be some sort of divine punishment, since once again, this was the result of him running away from his problems.
So that gives way more context into the dialogue that he said here, right, as well, right? Mentioning his parents and, you know, pleading to God, right? Pleading to God, like, you know, and apologizing, right? And saying, forgive me, is because he rather not be at home. So he went out, right? Didn't wash that damn mug, bro. Damn fucking cup. And he just like felt like he got some sort of punishment. I don't know. That's fucking sad, man. She suspects Subaru is secretly part of Witch Cult or something, or what? I don't know, man. Cause like at the end of the day, right? Erinda is like thoughts are so like they're different. Also, keep in fucking mind, just because we had a break time, it's not enough. What happened before the break time? You know how like the break time instantly went to the carriage that Anastasia and Erinda was in, and Anastasia was like, "Ooh, I can feel the evil," like and like they were just there, and she just said, "Hey, I'll buy you." What happened before that? She said she was getting hunted. By who? Why? Where were you before that? What is your purpose? We don't know enough. We don't know her thought processes. We don't know her knowledge. Like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why like this entire thing is like weird because it's like if Anastasia was Anastasia right now, I don't even know if like she would mention this or like act like this. Like, what is Erinda like? Why does Erinda act like this? Like, what's her true goal? Where did she even fucking come from? We need a break, bro. We need a okay. We need a backstory to the backstory. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, man, like yeah, I guess like they met each other. Cool. Like Anastasia bought her, but like what about before that?
He preferred to be anywhere but home.
Yeah, 2050.
That's why Subaru believed this to be some sort of divine punishment, since once again, this was the result of him running away from his problems. So, if there was a god out there that could hear him, then Subaru begged for mercy, saying he'd change. If nothing else, all he wanted was for him and everyone else to be free from all the hurt he caused. Subaru's pleas were enough for Aridina to make her compromise, but for some reason that wasn't enough for Subaru. Subaru didn't know why it was he had reached out towards Aridina, but with Meili calling him pathetic and even staring at him with disappointment, her words and gaze were what made it difficult to voice anything.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, the fun. It's just crazy, bro. Like they weren't believing, bro. They weren't believing him, like, or I guess like Anastasia, right, or Arinda was not believing him, and as bro, it triggered him as soon as she goes, "Why are you putting on an act? Like, why are you putting on an act, bro?" And he goes, "Bro," and he goes like, "You think there's an act, bro?" The way he crashed out there, he was generally angry and in pain, but like it did prove that he was not like LARPing or like an evil type of being. And then Anastasia was like, "Alright, I bet, bro." And obviously, every time I say Anastasia, I mean Erinda. It's just at this point, it's the same shit. But
that's when the group would be attacked. Aridina spamming several Geraldos even after having chased the Scorpion away.
Ooh, look at the illustration. Wait, this illustration is crazy. Bro, this is terrifying, bro. Yo, that shit was like right behind her. Yeah, that's different, bro. Yo, Shala was, bro, right behind her?
Scorpion away. I guess when it came to Anastasia's survival, Aridina really wasn't gonna take any chances. As for what that mob beast was, apparently it was one that just all of a sudden appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That, however, wasn't the biggest problem, since what was the big changes happening both upstairs and down.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, we don't know what the fuck. We don't know what's at the top of the tower. We don't know what. Okay, what's the next test? I'm scared, bro. We still got a whole nother test, y'all. We haven't even passed Reed's test, actually. Like, what the fuck? Low key forgot about that. Reed's test was never passed, and we literally had to put that shit on hold. Bro, that shit's been put on hold like pretty much the entire core, man. Oh my god, man. We got so much shit.
Even the middle had several problems too, so all over the tower there were issues.
Yeah, everything was getting cooked.
Julius was taking care of mob beasts on the 5th floor, a giant scorpion was lurking on the 4th, then whatever happened upstairs was likely the reason for Reid coming down.
Okay, what is this? Is this like an official illustration? What is this? Shala, take the glasses off. Take the glasses off and put the steak down. You are not intellectual. You are not. Stop. What is this? Actually, like, yeah, is this just like her, like, that? This like, jokes aside, this is her like probably like talking about like the different floors and like the names of the constellations and just show. Okay.
Floor, a giant scorpion was lurking on the 4th, then whatever happened upstairs was likely the reason for Reid coming down.
That's funny.
Subaru was a problem in and of itself, but after having just saved Retina for seemingly no reason at all, Retina started to think that perhaps actions like this were just part of his nature. It was Beatrice's words after that would reforge her position as Subaru's pillar of support, a position he couldn't fully accept until now. Her words, combined with the feeling of her holding his hand, provided him a type of comfort he'd rarely felt since coming here.
Man, Bacco, bro. Like, Bacco's generally like one of the greatest characters in this entire show. Not even crazy to say that, bro. He felt a comfort that he hasn't like really felt since he came here, bro. Like, she's just different, man. And but like the issue with okay, the crazy thing is like as soon as this happened, it was actually like a death flag. Betty will always remember what the fuck happened after that. A whole ass explosion. Like it was a nice moment, but damn, holy death flag, bro.
Here. What happened next was a behavior in nature called autotomy, a general survival practice typically used by arthropods and lizards.
Really? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well that's cool. That's actually a very cool fact, that bro. Autotomy, bro.
Practice typically used by arthropods and lizards.
Also, doesn't this shit, someone mentioned, bro? Who was it in chat? Like this shit exploding. Scorpion? Like, is this actually like a scorpion thing? Like, I think someone mentioned. I don't know if it was chat or comments, bro. Like, I read some like, yo, there's a scorpion shit. Like, this shit blew up. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean?
It's typically used by arthropods and lizards. It was the animal basically removing a piece of itself also it could escape a predator. Crabs sometimes did it with their pincers, and in this situation here, it seemed that the scorpion had done so too.
Okay.
Well, the scorpion's pincer wasn't just a lure to draw the attention of its enemy, it was actually a trap that sensed the approach of its prey then exploded. It was a unique use of autotomy that Subaru never would have predicted. Still, Subaru blamed himself anyway, since had he not let his guard down amongst Beatrice's hopes and Aridina's acceptance, Subaru felt that perhaps he could have predicted this trap.
Damn.
So, with yet another hardship adding to the many, Subaru wondered if this was just the world showing him he was incapable of growing. Adversity was, after all, the perfect opportunity to grow with, so why then were these instances of it only there to make him suffer?
Ooh, wow. Damn. I'm going through all this adversity, all this bullshit, and I feel like I'm not growing. Like, maybe there's, but bro. Okay, to be fair though, in these type of situations, bro, to be able to grow, I mean, you gotta ask old Baru for some tips, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause like some devs, bro, some devs are not meant for you to grow. Yo, dead ass. Like for example, bro. I mean, I guess like what? I guess like mental fortitude. mental fortitude, I guess. Like, you know, like I guess like ask like old Baru like if it like if it like like helped in any way getting eaten by fucking bunnies. Then you know like being eaten by bunnies. Did that shit help you mentally, bro? Like,
Subaru was
oh, so yes, people, bro. As soon as dying Erinna was shown on the screen and the reaction, bro, people in the chat were like, "Damn, she a baddie, damn, bro." I'm like, "What?" Bro, she was literally like 30% off. She had no legs. And you're talking about like, damn, she a baddie. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, y'all wild, bro.
Subaru was actually able to share Beatrice's final moments with her, not knowing what to say as she melted away from reality.
Oh.
He did, however, notice her face, and the expression she had was that of relief.
Oh. What? Like he actually like experienced her like actually like fading away, like what?
From reality. He did, however, notice her face, and the expression she had was that of relief. In the end, all she bore towards Subaru was affection, nothing more. It was Seredina's death that was infinitely more painful though, since after all the terrible things he'd both done and failed to do, for some reason Eredina would use her last breath to apologize.
Oh yeah, no. Okay. That line hit. I don't know about y'all, but that line definitely hit for me, bro. Like her pointing out that like Subaru can't even hold a rock properly. So like she can tell that like, you know, he was actually like just like on their side, like he was a good person, and then she apologized. Like, I ain't gonna that scene was strong. That was a powerful scene. That was a really good scene, man.
Subaru couldn't understand why, but the shame he felt after hearing those words was immense. In fact, now more than anything, Subaru just wanted to die. He would much rather that or have everyone in the world point at him and say he deserved to die.
Oh man, not even just die. He wants everyone to. Oh man. I mean, also, what the fuck did Meili say, bro? Meili did some disrespectful shit in this episode, bro. Her sitting, bro. She literally sat on Erinna's corpse and said, "All right, bro. It's like the run is cooked, and like you know, you're pretty much like also cooked mentally. Just die. Why don't you just die, bro? Bro, Meili is like Meili's like the average viewer who's like, yo, Subaru, man, yo, Subaru, just reset, Lamau. The fuck? Like it's like the easiest thing in the world, bro. Yeah, I was saying it's like the average ReZero audience, bro. Like, oh, everything goes wrong, man. Subaru, just reset, bro. Just die. Like, do y'all realize how crazy y'all sound, bro? Like, do y'all not realize how wild that fucking sounds? Oh yeah, Subaru, just die, bro. Like either kill yourself or die to something else, like a painful death, maybe. Like yeah, it's all good, bro. Hello, please.
He would much rather that or have everyone in the world point at him and say he deserved to die. Despair was all Subaru could feel now, so as he awaited the punishment he was certain he deserved, what came instead was corruption.
Yeah.
It was the feeling of his soul, his very existence being overwritten. As much as this was a desecration of life itself though, Subaru found relief knowing what he did to his old self was what was happening to him now. Oof. If anyone deserved to end up like this, then to Subaru that was undoubtedly him.
Damn.
He wanted to die, disappear, and forget everything.
You wanted to die, disappear, and forget everything. No, Subaru was like at his breaking point. Bro, Subaru was gone, bro. Bro, he literally like, bro, he said this shit and just started like getting like, just like glazed by Satella, bro. Bro, that scene was so crazy. Subaru was like, Subaru was deadass like opening up and like mentioning like every like trauma and like everything and opening up, and Satella was just like, I love you. Yeah, I love you. Like, in a way, it's like, girl, say something else. Like, he just opened up. But second, it's kind of like, in a way, wholesome, strangely, because like, she loves him no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, Satella's love, hey, Satella's there to always love Super no matter what. So, I mean, I guess that's the nice thing. But again, it just goes back to like, why though? And I'm not even gonna go into that because we've already had like 10 different videos of like just talking about that. But you know, Arc 12, maybe we'll give the answers on why, bro. Yo, Flugel, man. Yo, Flugel and Satella, bro. Yeah, Subaru and Emilia. Yep. That's the theory, guys. Subaru, Subaru and Emilia from 400 years ago, guys. Yeah.
Was undoubtedly him. He wanted to die, disappear, and forget everything. He wanted his body erased and his memories wiped. That was the exact same feeling he felt whenever he was with his parents, all the way to the unworthiness which stemmed from being on the receiving end of unyielding affection. For someone as unworthy of their love as he was, though, still, his parents and this witch loved him regardless.
Yes.
It was a torture Subaru could endure no longer, so as he willingly accepted the fate which came with succumbing to the shadows, Emilia would jump in to save him.
Yeah.
Remorse was all Subaru felt after seeing her face, since with everyone else having died after encountering him, it was only natural he assumed Emilia's turn was next. Each had also left a burden Subaru wasn't able to carry, feelings he failed to understand because he assumed only the original Subaru could. Whether it was faith, trust, or even basic acceptance, all added to the weight Subaru now found himself being crushed by. It just didn't make sense that all these people would rely so heavily on someone as hopeless as he was. So, when Emilia recounted how it was Subaru first came into her life, all Subaru could feel was envy and jealousy towards the Subaru he felt Emilia wanted him to be.
Envy? Envy. He felt envy. Guys, yo, bro, y'all can't mention envy in ReZero, man. Again, though, I feel like this scene, bro, the Emilia scene was like so good, man. If it was any scene to like bring like make him lock in and like have resolve and to just go forward, it had to be this scene, bro. It had to be.
What could feel was envy and jealousy towards the Subaru he felt Emilia wanted him to be. His heart wouldn't allow him to accept that Emilia was accepting him the way he was, and instead saw it as her expressing a wish for the real Subaru to come back. He couldn't be the Subaru Julius entrusted, he couldn't be the Subaru Beatrice believed in, and he couldn't be the Subaru Aridina forgave.
I see what you did there, AniNews. I see what you did there, bro.
Now that Emilia was giving him this glimpse into what the old Subaru was capable of too, that was just another person Subaru couldn't be. So, as he expressed his disgust towards the person he felt he really was, what it all came down to was the feeling of being unworthy of anything. Not to walk beside them and certainly not to carry their hopes like that.
Bro, deadass, like, on a real note though, like, Subaru's dialogue in this episode was so painful. Like, that shit was sad as hell, man. He's saying he's undeserving of anything. Like, calling him, like, you know, like, the self-hatred and self-loathing in this episode was just painful, bro. Talk about some, like, forgive me to God. Like, it was, dude, this episode was rough, man. And yes, he's, okay. To make it worse, he's 17. And he's truly 17. Like, what do I mean by this? The original Subaru Obaru, he is 18, right? But he has, like, his mind, his mental fortitude, in a way, makes him way more, way more mature. You know what I mean? Because, like, bro, this guy went through so much. The amount of deaths, the amount of killings, the amount of everything. Like, in a way, yes, he was 18, but his mental fortitude was, like, in another level, right? You know? And his mentality and everything. But this Subaru is truly, like, 17, like a kid. Like, he just got thrown in here as a kid and just started dying and dying and no build up, no, like, he was alone. Like, there's a very big difference from what, like, this Subaru went through and, like, the other Subaru, right? And, like, how much they went through and, you know, their mentality and how they think about things, right? And the maturity. Like, it's just, even though it's like a year difference, it's a very big difference, bro. In that 1 year, oh my god. So much shit fucking happened in 1 year, man.
Not to walk beside them and certainly not to carry their hopes like that. Emilia would help him to see that he was all those things and more, confirming it was in fact the Subaru she was looking at now that made everyone feel the way they did about him. That's why she would ask him his name, since she needed Subaru to hear it from himself that he alone was the one who earned those feelings. She wasn't rejecting the Subaru who'd forgot his memories, but was rather affirming he was who everyone else said he was. All Subaru wanted was to be rejected by her, but Emilia, along with everyone else, all wished for the exact same thing from him. Regardless of who he was or the state he was in, all their words and all their actions went to show they needed him. Every single one of them were relying on Subaru the way he was now. He was trusted, believed in, forgiven, and now wished for. It still didn't make sense how Subaru was able to carry all those burdens, but the moment Emilia expressed her love for him, that's when Subaru understood he had always been fighting for something.
Yep. Instantly. Instantly. As soon as Emilia mentioned, like, I'd rather it be the person I love, instantly he was like, oh shit. So that's what that was, bro. So that's what it is. Like, that's when it really made him realize, like, damn, like, these people care for me. She actually, like, loves me. Like, the amount of shit that, like, Super has gone through, bro, like, all the experiences, they were all worth it in the end because he was fighting for one thing and one thing only, man.
Fighting for something. It was never just him that the old Subaru was fighting for, but rather someone else who he cared for deeply. As trivial of a reason as that was, it was a reason that Subaru could at least make sense out of. So, if what everyone needed in this tower was Subaru Natsuki, Subaru was committed to being exactly that. If Natsuki Subaru was the man everyone else placed their hopes in, Subaru resolved himself to be that person as best he could. Any hesitation he had in doing so was immediately dismissed the second Emilia had asked his name for a second time. So, while Subaru understood he was weak, powerless, filled with despair, and worse, out of consideration for the bonds the old Subaru had made before him, the Subaru of now was ready to stake his all on that.
That is such a powerful, like, oh, this episode is so good, man. Like, thinking about it like that, all the horrible shit he's feeling, all the despair, the hopelessness. Even if he feels all this, he's like, I need to lock in because the old Subaru has like these relationships and these people that care for him, right? So in the end, I have to save them. So I'm gonna have to lock in here, man. Like, he pretty much is just like, hey, I feel like shit, but I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna save Emilia. I'm gonna save everyone in this fucking tower. Like, see, that's kind of like, I really enjoyed how they did it in the anime, man. Like, I am so like, just like shocked at how good this episode was. I really couldn't believe it because people were like hyping this shit up too. Like, people were hyping this shit up like, yeah, this is the best episode in the anime. I'm like, no way. Like, like, people be saying shit like this, and I'm like, wow, they were fucking right. Like, the character writing, like, in this episode was fucking peak. And how deep Subaru's character goes in this episode alone, oh my god, bro.
All he wanted was for Emilia and the others to be saved. All he wanted was to help them. It's not like his suspicions of old Subaru were cleared at all, but his feelings about himself now came secondary to the safety of everyone else.
Yes.
That was Subaru's plea as he proclaimed himself Subaru Natsuki with unshakable resolve. He still wasn't sure if Subaru Natsuki was worthy of being loved, but what he was sure of was that Emilia and the rest were. So, even if they don't remember any of the words they shared or the bonds they made in this loop, Subaru was ready to take them into the next. He would never forget the memories everyone else had engraved into him here. Things might have to start out from zero again, but to Subaru that was just the beginning. It was the start of the battle to kill this Subaru and reclaim the real one.
Oh my god! Yo, that line! Oh my god. Okay, see, like, but like, the novel got some tough ass shit that, like, anime, like, if you don't watch the cut content, you're like, yo, if you don't read the novel or get some cut content, bro, these type of lines you will never see them, bro. The start of the battle to kill this Subaru Natsuki and reclaim their real Subaru Natsuki. That's a tough ass line, y'all. Sheesh.
That's pretty much where the episode ends, bringing us to the end of the Lost arc.
Okay.
So, it was amazing to see Subaru's development start all over from zero again. Some of it was definitely tough to watch, but the payoff here was more than worth it. Like, it was pretty hyped to see our boy leap into action for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
That, however, is all we've got until August, so until then, feel free to check out my Tensura or upcoming Mushoku Tensei videos.
Okay. That's pretty much it,
I'll
right?
be covering those until ReZero's back.
Yeah, hey, shout out AniNews, because he obviously covering other isekai. Hey man. W episode, W cut content from AniNews as always, man. Yep. That's it till August. God damn. No more ReZero cut content for like 2 months. Yo, this break finna kill me. Yo, this break finna be crazy, y'all. God damn. Anyway, good video, AniNews. Thank you so much for the cut content, for the last cut content of Core 1. I appreciate you. Original video and description. Subscribe and leave a like on AniNews video. That's going to be it for today. If y'all enjoyed and you're new, subscribe. Leave a like down below. And I will see you guys next time. See you guys.